We're still all aboard the financial train at the moment, and this time we have some stuff from Sony which should be interesting to you, as they just had the best fiscal quarter in the history of the PlayStation 4, with higher revenue and sales of consoles than in any quarter since the system launched. And in fact, not only is it beating its own records, it's actually the best financial quarter in PlayStation history, at least as far as consoles go. Pretty damn impressive. During the third quarter of Sony's 2016 fiscal year, which ended December 31st, 2016, they reported that they shipped 9.7 million PS4 consoles worldwide. That's up 15.5% over the 8.4 million units shipped during the same period in 2015. Now, I just said that this is actually their best financial quarter in PlayStation history, and this is indeed the highest quarterly total since they arrived on the market with the PlayStation 1. And of course has handily beaten the previous record, which was held by the PlayStation 2, which had 8.78 million units shipped during the second fiscal quarter back in 2003. Now, however, despite this rather massive success in the quarter, they still reported a 14.3% year-over-year drop in hardware revenue to 2.41 billion. Now, the games industry analyst Daniel Ahmad basically said that this was indicating a lower average selling price of the PS4. Of course, we have the slimline PS4, which is cheaper, and of course the PS4 Pro on the market, and as well as of course residual stock of the original model. So basically you've got two cheaper units on the market and the more expensive unit on the market, and he's basically saying that despite the huge increase in sales, the fact that they reported a drop in hardware revenue actually does suggest lower shipments of the PS4 Pro. However, the gaming division in general for Sony reported sales of 5.33 billion, which is up 5.2% year over year, and again, this is the highest quarterly revenue since the PS4 debuted on the market. During the holiday window, Sony said they sold 50.4 million copies of games, and just to clarify, their holiday window is between November the 20th and January the 1st, obviously 2016 to 2017 respectively. And apparently the PlayStation VR is also doing well enough to at least have made a contribution to the increase in sales. It doesn't exactly point to a gangbuster quarter for the PlayStation VR, but at least enough to be contributing to the increase in sales. We also saw a pretty nice improvement for operating income, up 24.5% year over year to 431 million. The reason behind this, according to Sony at least, was the reductions in cost for production for the PlayStation 4 hardware, as well as of course the improved software sales that we just covered. And as of January the 1st, they did say that PS4 sales, not shipments, so consoles actually in the hands of consumers, sits at 53.4 million units. And while it hasn't beaten the PS2's total yet, which of course is one of the biggest selling game console of all time, it is on pace to be higher than the PlayStation 2. Again, according to Daniel Ahmad, I will link a very helpful tweet by him indicating this in the description below. If you wish to give it a gander, I would highly recommend you do so. So overall, a bit of a mixed bag for Sony. Yes, the PlayStation 4 is doing incredibly well. Whether or not it will beat the PS2 remains to be seen. Doubtful, but you know, it's on track to do so, but of course only time will tell where it will finally land in terms of its sales cap. However, overall, Sony did see a bit of a drop due to the various reasons we've already discussed. So it's definitely going to be an interesting year, as of course they've kind of had the upgraded console market to themselves these last few months, but of course it's all going to change when the Xbox Scorpio releases this holiday. Of course, quite a ways to go before that happens, but it still could potentially mean a change in pace for the console race, as it were. Regardless of all that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.